Welcome back. Things may be slowly turning around for the Venice Fire Department.
The city has been struggling to figure out how to replace the department's aging fire stations and equipment since the plan to merge with Sarasota County fell through. But now there's some encouraging news. ABC 7's Christopher Brownlee joins us live from Venice with the details tonight. Christopher?
Well, good evening, Scott and Haley. This truck is 16 years old. She has seen better days, and now she's about to be retired.
There's, things that are more beneficial than they had 17 years ago.
This 1999 Pierce will run her last call soon. Tuesday, the Venice City Council voted to spend upwards of $500,000 to purchase a new fire truck.
Our response times are excellent, and in order to keep that, those response times to where we can be there on that fire, we need a vehicle that's going to get us there safely.
This peeling sticker showing the specs of the truck may be the most poetic way of showing her age. You and I may be used to buying a new car, but it's not the same.
It's not like going to a car lot and you pick out which one you want. We actually put the specs of exactly what we want.
It can take upwards of a year to get the new one, which will be similar in size.
And this is a first step authorizing this new truck, of reinvesting in our fire department.
The next step may be rebuilding the place the new truck will park. Fire Station 1 is falling apart, literally.
Needs a roof, there's holes in the roof, there's lots of maintenance issues. I think rebuilding is the way to go.
Before that happens, City Councilman Rich Cotero would like to see what it will take to get the department up to shape.
I recommended that the council receive from the fire department and the city manager a comprehensive fire department reinvestment plan that would include vehicles as well as facilities going forward.
Some work is slated on the facilities already. We've previously told you about the defunct backup generator in the rotting shed behind the station. The council just announced they're planning on funding that too.
Imagine for a fire station, that's a pretty important thing to make sure that it works.
As they receive more funding, firefighters hope the new truck will work more efficiently. The days for this old truck are numbered. The department hopes to have the order for the new truck in soon. If the builder has a truck similar to the one the Venice Fire Department is looking for, the new truck could be rolling down Venice streets in a few months. Haley?
Thank you, Christopher. A follow-up tonight on a father accused of throwing his daughter over a bridge near the Sunshine Skyway. According to a doctor, John Johnchuk remains incompetent to stand trial. The doctor testified about Johnchuk's mental status earlier today in a hearing in St. Pete. The 26-year-old will return to a state mental hospital to continue treatment. Johnchuk is accused of dropping his 5-year-old daughter Phoebe off a bridge into Tampa Bay in 2015. Another hearing is scheduled in October to determine whether Johnchuk will face first-degree murder charges in her death.
There will be no new auto repair shops in Palmetto. City commissioners agreeing to pass an emergency 6-month moratorium preventing new auto repair shops from being built in downtown Palmetto. The moratorium will be in effect until December 5th. The original proposal called for a 1-year moratorium, but it was shortened after some commissioners argued against it. Commissioners will use that moratorium to focus on how they want to redevelop the downtown area. And just a few miles north of Palmetto sits the small community of Rebonia. People who live there recently learned their community center that has been vacant now since 2013 will remain closed. ABC 7's Dwayne Lindo joins us now with what residents plan to do to keep kids active this summer. Dwayne?
Well, Scott, residents in Rebonia are fed up with the lack of action when it comes to their community. Some are voicing their frustrations with the county's inability to provide what they say are basic services, and now plan on taking some matters into their own hands. A community on their last leg.
Rebonia needs a lot of help.
Rebonia Association President Mary Brown is frustrated over nonprofit New Path Academy's decision not to pursue opening the Rebonia Community Center. She is now looking forward to meeting with the county.
I'm really going to think that over in terms of which direction we go and what needs to happen.
But longtime resident Charles Miller felt differently after hearing New Path's decision.
Didn't surprise me.
Miller says he is also unhappy with New Path's involvement with the center. Although the center requires more than $100,000 of repairs, he says the center should be controlled by Rebonia's association with help from the county.
Which we have been working so hard with Neighborhood Service and with the county commissioner that we deserve, this community, Robonia people deserve to have that center to carry on.
And with summer coming up and no center for kids during the break, Miller says there is some concern.
But the county gave the Palmetto Boys Club $30,000 to bus the kids over there. We should have just, the 30 grand would have opened the center, would have helped us keep the kids right here.
And after the failure of reopening this all-purpose community center, citizens are promising an alternative plan for children during the summer, with plans to meet with parents and come up with solutions to keep kids occupied.
We will have a summer program. We're going to do, the children will not be left out.
In addition to the center, Miller is also concerned with the community's infrastructure. He says the lack of paved sidewalks and poor drainage systems should have been improved long ago.
It makes me feel so bad that I got to write this amount of tax money to go to the county, which the county never give Robonia community nothing back for our tax money.
But Brown is optimistic.
We will have a community center. We're not going to die. I've always said that. We're going to make a comeback, no matter what.
And community leaders will have a general meeting the first Monday of June to discuss issues affecting the area. Back to you.
Thank you, Dwayne. The Manatee County School District is looking to hire around 150 new teachers for the 2016-2017 school year. The district needs everything from math, science, and PE teachers to guidance counselors. Those interested in applying can attend a teacher job fair and hiring event in May. It will be held on Thursday, May 5th at the Bradenton Area Convention Center in Palmetto from 8 a.m. until noon. It's a lot of spots open, so.
Same in Sarasota County.
In Sarasota County,
yeah,
same
they have
thing.
a lot of openings here, too. All right, now over to Bob for more on our beautiful weather on this late April day.
Yeah, beautiful weather today it is. This is typically our dry season, and then that's followed by our afternoon and evening thunderstorm pattern, which is also coincides with our hurricane season, which begins June 1st. And by the way, the World Meteorological Organization retired 3 names today. Patricia in the Pacific for being the strongest hurricane ever in the Atlantic Basin and the Pacific Basin. On top of that, Erica and Joaquin. Joaquin devastating the Bahamas, and Erica causing all sorts of problems for the Caribbean there. As far as we're concerned right now, just a few isolated showers have been popping up along that sea breeze front. They haven't been sticking around long. That's because there's not much moisture in the upper levels of the atmosphere. So we may see 1 or 2 brief showers. The one, in fact, over near Northport has since faded away. It brought a little bit of rainfall earlier. Well, much more in our forecast for the rest of the week coming up in just a few minutes. Back to you.
All right, Bob, thank you. Federal investigators say they found the missing data recorder for the sunken cargo ship El Faro. The ship sank near the Bahamas in October during that powerful Hurricane Joaquin that Bob mentioned. NTSB investigators hope the voyage data recorder may help them better understand the final moments of the ship's last journey. The 790-foot freighter sank after losing propulsion while traveling between Jacksonville and San Juan, Puerto Rico. All 33 crew members died. Key questions remain about routing decisions made by the ship's captain that took it closer to the path of that storm.
A North Carolina lawmaker is urging protesters to, quote, keep the state straight. The comments were made by Senator Buck Newton yesterday at a rally. Dozens are protesting a law that limits protection for the LGBT community by forcing transgender people to use the bathroom of their gender at birth. State Democratic lawmakers say they will try to repeal the law, but some state Republican leaders say they won't let that happen.
This bill advocates hate, but now I'm being asked to go into the men's restroom.
We're not afraid of transgender people. We're afraid of the sexual predators who will prey on the weak and the defenseless.
Dozens of companies are now boycotting North Carolina, and the NBA is considering moving next year's All-Star game from the state.
Still to come in your Suncoast News tonight, a new way to ensure your chances of becoming a parent.
An actress shares her decision about why she chose to freeze her eggs and what the process is like. Coming up.
Introducing the all-new MySuncoast.com. MySuncoast.com has been completely redesigned and includes even more great content and features, including free self-serve classified ads, a robust community calendar with over 1,000 events each month, crisp live streaming of your Suncoast news and ABC7's local programming, and video on demand. A brand new experience on your desktop or mobile device. The all-new MySuncoast.com. Just another way we're here for you. Tomorrow at 5 on ABC7's Good Morning Suncoast.
Hello, I'm Rebecca Vargas.
And I'm Don Brennan. Fast food is cheap, it's convenient, but are you getting more in your meal than ingredients?
Tomorrow on Good Morning Suncoast, we'll show you the dangerous chemicals that could be in your meal. John?
We'll look for mostly sunny conditions over the next several days, but warmer. We'll talk about how warm it gets.
Tomorrow at 5 on ABC7's Good Morning Suncoast. We're here for you. At ABC7, it's all about being here for you. Introducing ABC7 News at 7 with award-winning investigative journalist Alan Cohn. In-depth reporting and debate on important issues and stories in our community. With a featured topic of the day and a live roundtable discussion with community leaders and newsmakers. Plus a quick recap of the day's top stories and weather. ABC7 News at 7, weeknights. Now more than ever, we're here for you, Suncoast. ABC7's Pump Patrol, a list of the Suncoast's cheapest gas on mysuncoast.com.
On the Suncoast.
And across America, the news you care about
is on your Suncoast News at 5.
And ABC World News Tonight at 6:30.
People you trust. Scott Dennis, Haley Wilkes, David Muir.
First, the Suncoast.
And then the world.
Since 1972, Sleep King has provided quality mattresses and accessories at the best discounted prices available. Top brands like Simmons, Sealy, Serta, Beautyrest, iComfort, and more. With available free delivery, free financing, and free setup and removal. For a comfortable night's sleep with same-day delivery, even if we have to carry it on our backs. Trust Sleep King of Sarasota. Buy it today, sleep on it tonight.
At Sunset Subaru, it's all about getting more for your money. More years, more miles, more 2016 IIHS Top Safety Pick Plus winners than any other brand. And right now, you can lease the most award-winning small SUV on the planet. A new 2016 Subaru Forester for just $229 a month. Complimentary maintenance included at the new redesigned Sunset Subaru dealership in Sarasota. Get more for your money. Go to Sunset Subaru in Sarasota.
For many women who want to wait to have a baby, egg freezing is an option.
Actress Olivia Munn made headlines after recently revealing her decision to do just that. And in the latest issue of Redbook, one woman shares her very personal journey through that experience. ABC7's Rebecca Vargas has her story.
Whatever you're saving for in the future.
Financial guru, TV personality, and author Nicole Lapin doesn't seem to let much stand in her way.
You're a very career-oriented person, but you also wanted the family.
When I was in my 20s, I was career. I was so focused on work, and I realized that I was in the backseat of my own life.
While her career path was taking off, she says her personal life was not how she'd envisioned.
My biological clock definitely started ticking by the time I was 30.
Today is the day I took charge of my future.
The 32-year-old choosing to freeze her eggs, documenting her emotional journey for Redbook magazine.
Because you never know what that fertility situation is going to be.
So egg freezing was her way of taking back control.
It's an example of technology giving women options for their reproductive life.
An expensive process costing Nicole $14,000, and it wasn't easy.
So this is my first day of shots. Oh my God, it really burns.
Yeah. Shots every day for 3 weeks, feeling bloated and hormonal.
Doctors, eggs, shots. I barely know my name.
Then it was the morning of Nicole's egg retrieval.
So I'm about to go into surgery.
But she's hoping to not have to use her frozen eggs, rather to have babies the conventional way.
I want to be married and I want to have kids on my own, but it gives me the most options possible for when I do want to become a mother.
For ABC7, Rebecca Vargas, your Suncoast News.
Thank you, Rebecca. Now we'll head over to Bob and get a check on our forecast.
Well, I'll tell you what, Lakewood Ranch webcam showing us a nice day today. Beautiful skies out there, some fair weather cumulus clouds dancing across our skies. And I'll tell you what, it was a beautiful weekend, too. Had a chance to get to Orlando. Get a look at this. This is something new happening all over the country, if not the world. This is Playlist Live. This girl a lady from Sarasota taking her kid there. This is the Bertaley Clan, and they're doing a little routine there. They're gymnasts, but they have a YouTube channel, and they've got 2 million subscribers. My daughter watches it every day. They have a post on the web every day, and obviously a lot of fun for a lot of people. There were 35,000 people there. and there's going to be 70,000 there next year. This is getting bigger and bigger every year. And all these kids very seldom watch TV. They watch streaming video. These two from Musical.ly, or Musical.ly as like I would call it. You kind of make your own songs and lip sync, so a lot of fun there in Orlando this weekend. Just to let people know, a lot of the people nowadays, especially children, say ages from 5 up until about 20, are watching these YouTube channels, and it's just amazing the phenomenon that's taking place there. Had a chance to visit some Sarasota folks over there too. A lot of folks coming over from the West Coast. Now you see some showers along the East Coast and down to our south right now. And you can see 1 or 2 lone showers just north now of Northport. This had been right over I-75. Didn't last long, and it's regenerated to another light cell into the eastern portion of Sarasota County. Not much going on elsewhere. We could still see 1 or 2 lone showers developing over the next couple of hours, but that'll be mainly inland. The big story weather-wise are the strong cells that are developing to the north along a frontal system that's going to have some influence on our weather down the road. Now, here's that sea breeze front. You can see it. I kind of sensitized the radar picture, increase the sensitivity to it, and you can see it's now moving off into the eastern portion of Manatee County. Everyone to the west of that has cooled down a little bit as a result of that west coast sea breeze. I mentioned those big storms to the north. There is a strong cold front working through right here across parts of Texas, Oklahoma, and Kansas. And yes, this is the time of year that big tornadoes develop, and there are numerous tornado watches all along that line through 1 o'clock in the morning. So that's going to be where the main focus of rough weather takes place. Right now, sunshine and 82 degrees at Sarasota Brady Airport. Dew point is at 59. Winds are out of the west-southwest at 11. The pressure 29.91 inches. It's falling slightly at this time. 84 degrees the high today. 82 is our normal. We're going to be above that normal 82, I think, throughout the rest of this week and into the weekend. No rainfall to report. We could use a little bit of rain. We haven't had much at all for this month, and for the most part, spring has been dry so far. 86 degrees in Tallahassee, 77 in Jacksonville, 80 in Miami, and 81 in Key West, 84 in Orlando. I mentioned the dryness because this is typically our brush fire season. We get lone storms popping up that produce 1 or 2 lightning strikes, which can ignite fires very quickly around this time of year. And 86 now, much warmer east of that sea breeze. You can see that west of it, temperatures into the mid-70s right near the water, low 80s elsewhere, 81 degrees in Northport, 84 in Punta Gorda and Lakewood Ranch, also cooling down there as a result of that nice sea breeze front. Well, for boaters tomorrow, winds look like this. Winds will start off out of the west. They'll switch to the southeast, I should say southeast, turning to the west, and then seas running right around 2 feet with a light chop on the bays and inland waters. The water temperature now at 79 degrees, and it looks like beaches will warm up to about 80 tomorrow. So a pretty nice forecast. The tides on your screen, low tide will be at 11:22 and a high at 5:43. Sunset at 8:01. Tonight, mostly Ferris and patchy fog and southeast winds at 5. Now for tomorrow, look for another chance for inland showers only. 84 your high, and southeast winds turn to the west. The extended forecast does call for delightful weather, albeit dry, right through the weekend. Now that 20% chance for rain on Friday is a result of that front that's now moving through the plain states, but it's not going to have much of a chance to make it all the way down here and bring us a widespread rain event. Back to you.
Thank you, Bob. Now to Suncoast Traffic Watch. No accidents. Traffic is moving smoothly on I-75 in the north and southbound lanes.
That's nice to see. Gas is cheaper and more people are flying, which means big bucks for airlines. JetBlue says its profits soared above expectations in the latest quarter thanks to low oil prices and more money from passengers. The airline reported it flew more passengers while keeping its planes nearly as full last quarter and made nearly $1.5 billion in the process. That's up about 5%. Add on to that, the cost of fuel dropped almost 36%.
Meals on Wheels is looking for more volunteers in Manatee County. Now that seasonal volunteers have returned home, many routes have now been left without drivers. The time required for delivering meals can be anywhere from 1 hour to 90 minutes, either for 1 day a week or up to 5 days a week. Deliveries are made between 11 a.m. and 1 p.m. Monday through Friday.
Invaluable service.
I know. What a great way to reach out to people who really need it.
Entertainment news is coming up next. Stay with us.
It's a mortgage sale for a limited time at Trustco Bank, no application fee. Stop in any branch today. Save even more with low closing costs. See why your neighbors choose Trustco Bank. Visit TrustcoBank.com for details.
Your hometown bank, Trustco.
Equal housing lender.
Hey, Vanna, have you heard about the new Wheel of Fortune lottery game?
You bet. It's the ticket for some lucky lottery players to come here to Hollywood.
For a chance to participate in a private, non-broadcast taping of Wheel of Fortune with us.
Play the Florida Lottery game for a chance to win up to $250,000 instantly. And enter to win a VIP trip to Hollywood for a chance to win up to $1 million. Non-winning tickets only.
Play the new Wheel of Fortune game today.
scratch, spin, and win.
If you have a suspicion for harboring prostate cancer, we have a way of diagnosing by using an exquisite instrument called three-dimensional color flow power Doppler ultrasound. Using this system, we can identify abnormalities within the prostate that you could otherwise never detect. The Dotoli Cancer Center is the only center in the southeastern United States which has this technology. If you have prostate cancer, we will find it.
It's Ram Truck Month, and that means big savings on some of America's best vehicles at Sunset Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in Sarasota. Get America's best value, a new Grand Caravan for just $18,999 or a new Dodge Journey for just $17,999. Stop by today to shop the area's biggest selection of Ram trucks and save up to $8,000 on your new Ram. Better prices, bigger selection. Go to Sunset Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in Sarasota.
Thanks to my volunteer, I am a better eater.
Thanks to my volunteer, math seems simple now.
Thanks to my volunteer, I discovered new career goals.
I'm a volunteer for Sarasota County Schools, so I know I can make a difference. And you can too. Give an hour, change a life.
Tomorrow at 4 on Suncoast View.
Are you a weekend warrior thinking of trying obstacle courses or mud races? I'm Stephanie Roberts. On Suncoast View, fitness expert Kelly Jaco joins us to talk training tips. It is Infertility Awareness Week. We will find out how to get help with this often silent struggle. Wait till you hear what Venice Theater is building and Oasis Cafe in the kitchen.
Tomorrow at 4 on ABC7 Suncoast View. Smart, fun talk. That's everything Suncoast.
There's a new development in the Live with Kelly and Michael saga.
Kelly Ripa returned to her live hosting duties on the ABC show this morning. She'd been absent for about a week after Disney and ABC kept her in the dark about her co-host Michael Strahan leaving the show. Strahan had been set to leave the show in late summer and then start full-time on Good Morning America in September. But now, looks like he'll be leaving live in about a couple weeks in mid-May. ABC reps declined to comment.
Dolly Parton has announced the first dates for her biggest North American tour in 25 years. The legendary entertainer will kick off her Pure and Simple tour June 3rd in Greensboro, North Carolina. Dolly will crisscross the eastern U.S. for 14 shows through the end of June. More concerts in late summer and fall will take her out west.
If you watched The Force Awakens and wanted to fly the Millennium Falcon, you will soon get your chance. At a recent Disney Parks presentation, the company revealed the Star Wars-themed lands in the works at Disneyland and Walt Disney World will include two main rides. One that puts riders in the middle of the battle between the Resistance and the First Order. The second lets riders take control of Han Solo's iconic ship.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
I don't know how they're going to do that, but it sounds pretty neat.
In virtual reality, I guess you can do just about anything.
Yeah,
It seems like that's very cool.
Yeah.
Star Wars, well, people will be lining up for that. We'll be right back.
Introducing the all-new MySuncoast.com. MySuncoast.com has been completely redesigned and includes even more great content and features, including free self-serve classified ads, a robust community calendar with over 1,000 events each month, crisp live streaming of your Suncoast news and ABC7's local programming, and video on demand. A brand new experience on your desktop or mobile device. The all-new MySuncoast.com. Just another way we're here for you. Tomorrow at 5 on ABC7's Good Morning Suncoast.
Hello, I'm Rebecca Vargas.
And I'm Don Brennan. Fast food is cheap, it's convenient, but are you getting more in your meal than ingredients?
Tomorrow on Good Morning Suncoast, we'll show you the dangerous chemicals that could be in your meal. John?
We'll look for mostly sunny conditions over the next several days, but warmer. We'll talk about how warm it gets.
Tomorrow at 5 on ABC7's Good Morning Suncoast. We're here for you.